Welcome to Straight Outta Scripture, a nod to my West Coast roots and a daily dive into who God is and to who we are in Him. Today we are going to discuss taking advantage of the time that God is willing to show Himself. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 6 says, "Seek the Lord while He may be found, call on Him while He is near." This verse carries both an invitation and a warning. It urges us to draw near to God now while the opportunity is present, because His nearness is not something that we can take for granted. There is a window of time to experience God's presence and grace, but it won't last forever. The command to seek the Lord reminds us that God isn't hiding from us. He's making Himself available. He's near and ready to forgive, to restore, and to guide. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 13, God promises, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." This is an invitation for each of us to pursue a deeper relationship with Him, not out of obligation, but out of love. But seeking God is not passive. It requires intentionality. And just like we set aside time for important things like work, relationships, and rest, we must also prioritize pursuing God. Too often we find that people put Him on the back burner, thinking that we can seek Him later, and once life is less busy, we'll find Him. But Isaiah reminds us that the time is actually now. When the verse says, "while He may be found," it hints at an important truth. There are seasons when God's voice feels clearer and His presence feels more accessible. These are divine moments that we must seize. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17 says, "I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me." But if we keep delaying, we risk missing the fullness of what God has prepared for us. It's very easy to assume that we have all the time in the world to turn to God, but the truth is that no one knows how much time they have. Life is fleeting, and the choices we make today shape not only our earthly lives, but our eternity. As Hebrews chapter 3 verse 15 warns, "Today, if you hear His voice, do not harden your hearts." The enemy wants nothing more than to lull us into complacency. He whispers, "You can seek God tomorrow," knowing full well that tomorrow is not promised. The danger of delaying is not just missing out on God's blessings, but it's also allowing our hearts to grow cold. Because the longer we resist on calling on Him, the harder it becomes to hear His voice and respond in obedience. But the beauty of God's grace is that He is still near. Even if we've ignored Him in the past, He's waiting for us to call on Him now. There's no sin too great, no distance too far, and no heart too broken for God to restore. As the following verse in Isaiah chapter 55 verse 7 says, "Let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and He will have mercy on them, and to our God, for He will freely pardon." Isaiah's message is clear. Now is the time to seek the Lord, not tomorrow, not when life is easier, but today. God is near. His arms are open wide, and He's ready to embrace anyone who turns to Him. But the window of opportunity won't last forever, so don't wait for the perfect moment to call on Him. The perfect moment is the one you have right now. So seek the Lord while He may be found, call on Him while He is near, and as you do, you'll discover that God isn't just waiting for you. He's been pursuing you all along, drawing you closer to His heart. So let today be the day that you respond. He is near, and don't let the moment pass you by. I hope you guys enjoyed this message today. I hope you have a wonderful day as usual, and God bless you.